from RVing TV. Today we thought we'd bring you a slightly different product than what you're traditionally going to find out there. There's so many products for coating your car, and you can go to the Turtle Waxes, the Meguiar's, a number of the different manufacturers of different products. But we thought we'd take a different approach, a product that we have seen and that I've personally used in the past, called Xzilon by Final Coat. This is a product that is, and the bottle is marked for professional use. It's a product that is actually used by many dealerships, especially on some high-end vehicles. It's also a product that's used in the aerospace industry. And we thought we'd bring you a demonstration, actually coat this vehicle behind us with it, so that you could see what it actually looks like. So I thought I'd start off the video. I'll bring it up nice and close so that you can get a good idea. Now, a small bottle like that will coat 2 of these cars, which is pretty good. It is a very expensive product, purchased from the dealer. You can find this, I will be up front, you can find it out on Amazon, but you want to be careful with its shelf life. The shelf life is good for about 12 to 18 months. So you don't want to find old product circulating out there. Now, there's also 2 versions of the Xzilon. There was a solvent base that was used several years ago, much harder to work with. This is actually a water-based solution, much easier. You don't have to handle it very carefully. There aren't the fumes that you have to worry about. So what I thought I would do is start off with the introduction of this product, show you the vehicle and how it's lost its hydrophobic properties, and then we'll take a little break, dry off the car, come back and show you some of the application of it, and then we'll show you what the hydrophobic properties are like. Okay, so I'm going to come grab the camera, and we'll take you up close with us. So as we come up nice and close, and we've got our sprayer, you're going to notice, you know, as we're putting this down, there's really no beating. This car, being so aerodynamic, really takes a beating. Even when we stop the water, you'll notice there's almost no sheeting effect that is really happening. So definitely a good time. Now, in an earlier video, you would have seen that we actually did an iron remover on this car, so that would have also would have helped beat up that last little bit of protection. I mean, there is a little bit here. You'll see a little bit of sheeting, but not really anything itself. Our windshield, of course, has a special treatment on it, so you're going to notice it's still holding up fairly well. It's starting to get to the end of that, and we'll maybe show you that in another video down the road. So for now, I'm going to sign off, and we'll bring you back so that you can actually see the application once we've dried off the car. Okay, so we've taken a majority of the water off the car. We haven't actually dried it completely. The reason being is this is a water-based product, so if there's a little bit of residual water, we're actually going to be okay. We don't want too much water on the car, but a little bit will actually be okay. So we're going to show you how to apply this. We're going to do the hood just to start with, and this is going to need a curing time. You're going to need approximately half hour, 45 minutes after you've applied it and buffed it. Now, we'll show you that process. So basically all you need is the Xzilon. We are using a nice microfiber applicator, and behind us I have a nice microfiber cloth for buffing purposes. Now, to get a better view, I'm actually going to take the camera up nice and close so that you'll actually be able to see up close what I'm doing here and how it's actually going on and being applied. So forgive me for the camera movement, and I think that should give you a really good view. So we'll open up the product itself. I'm going to just gently, you don't want to agitate it too much. And we'll put our cap there. Then what I like to do is just wet our microfiber a little bit. And then all you're really going to do is apply it in a small area. You're going to want to work in a 1x1, 2x2 maximum sort of area. You're going to put it on. Simply take our terry cloth and we're going to actually buff it right off. And then all we're going to do is repeat that process till we've covered the hood. And you can go back and forth in a straight line. You'll notice that what I'm actually doing is going one direction and then doing a cross hatch across it to really make sure we're getting good application of the product itself. Now, if you're leaving a bit of water on the vehicle like we've done, you're probably going to go through a couple of microfiber cloths just because you're going to pick up some extra water along the way. The really nice thing with this product is you don't actually have to let it sit and haze. You can apply it and then just wipe it right off. So you can imagine doing a car like this is reasonable amount of time compared to using a number of products out there. Now, this product has been used in the auto industry for a while, in the recreational vehicle. I should say thank you to Bella Vista RV for actually providing this bottle for demonstration purposes. It has been used on motorhomes, and it's actually a product that comes out of the aerospace industry. And that's where it's actually come from. It's used to coat different parts of aircraft. So you can imagine some of the wind turbulence and wind speeds that they actually go through. So we've done about half the hood here. I'm going to step around, grab one extra cloth, and we're going to buff it nicely. Just get any of that remainder water and Xzilon off of that. And let's just do something different because it's nice to be different. You know, a little touch test, very smooth and silky. You know, pretty decent on this side, but there's some rough areas, so you can definitely notice a bit of a difference. Now, as I mentioned, normally we'd want to coat the whole vehicle and let it sit before we put another coat on, because you can layer the coats. But, you know, normally you'd want to leave it, let it cure really, really well. But let's try something different. Let's throw some water at it and just see how it reacts already. And that's why I've stopped at the half mark for this time. So I'm going to grab our hose here. Forbid you happen to be applying this and it started to rain and you were outside and didn't have somewhere. What kind of effect are we going to be looking at? So let's just throw. So here's our coated side. You can already see how it's beating up and really allowing the water to come off of that. Let's go over to our non-coated side, and you can just see how the panel is overtaken by the water. It just can't push it away. Come back over to this side and just look at that beating effect. So again, right in between, you can almost see that line where that difference right here in the center of the hood from where we've coated it to non-coated. And you can just see how we've got the beads and how quickly it's sheeted off where our untreated side. And I hope you can see that really well in the video. Maybe what I'll do is let's take you up nice and close. So we're gonna go freehand with the camera. Let's take you nice and close. So again, you can see, even though with the amount of water coming down, right, just really sheets right off versus our uncoated side. You can just see how the panel is overwhelmed with the amount of water and really no sheeting whatsoever taking off, again, versus our coated side. So that gives you a little demonstration. We'll finish up the car and we'll bring you a few other benefits very shortly. All right, so we have let the car sit at this point overnight. It's dried out really, really nice. And then we proceeded to place Xzilon on the entire car. So just to give you a quick update, we used basically this entire bottle. Now in that use, I did actually cover the hood a second time completely and just really made sure we had a good application. Now the one key with Xzilon, less product is better, so you're not always soaking your applicator pad. Little bits go a long way. So what I thought I would do is show you the car here at a little distance. You should be able to see it has a really nice shine, very silky smooth feeling to the touch. And I'm actually going to pick up the camera here and I'll take you for a little walk around the car so that you can get a sense of the shine, etc. Then what we're going to do is set up the camera close to the vehicle itself, and we're going to just spray some water so that you'll be able to see how the water beads off the vehicle itself and runs off the vehicle. And then what we'll do is maybe in the near future, after a number of months have passed, give you a little update. So I'm going to reposition the camera and we'll be right back. Okay, so we have repositioned the camera. You're not going to see me. I'm standing behind the tripod here. Wanted to place it actually on the roof area just because the hood is so sloped here. You know, a few of you may say, oh, look, the water's just naturally running off. So the hood is much flatter, and what we'll do is we'll soak the hood here, and you can actually see how well it's actually just beating up, and if we're anywhere near the slope, how it's just running off naturally. Right, so here's some really good soaking. And I will come around to the other side. Right, regardless where we happen to move on the hood, you'll notice how that water just right away beads right up and runs off. So you can imagine if you're running down the road, what this effect would be like. And there we go. As we stop, you can see it bead and just run off itself. So this has been our review on the Xzilon coating product by Final Coat. I do have to thank Bella Vista for actually giving us the bottle of Xzilon to test on their vehicle. So I'd love to hear some comments from you. If you have any suggestions, comments, please leave them below. I appreciate you watching this video. If you like the video, please click the like button. Feel free to subscribe if you hit the subscribe button below. we would really appreciate that and love to see you as a subscriber. And right next to that, if you hit the bell button, that will actually send you notifications as we upload new videos, as we plan to test a few detailed products that we are currently getting our hands on, just to be able to give you some different reviews and aspects of it, as well as future reviews on automotive products, RVing products, and general lifestyle products. This is Bruno from RVing TV saying thank you for viewing our video, and make sure that you live life to the fullest.